Each year at the University of Delaware, hundreds of students have the chance to attend one of the most anticipated events on campus, the Fall Career Fair. It's a key opportunity for these budding professionals to make connections within their industries in the hopes of landing an internship or a job that could be the foundation for their career. In other words, these students are networking. Hi, I'm Graham Vise, a staff reporter at the Chronicle. Networking has become an integral part of the college experience. When a 2023 Chronicle survey asked more than 1,000 adults to identify the benefits of attending college, the most common response from 70% of those surveyed was that college helps to build a personal or professional network, outranking achieving personal growth generally, and even getting a good-paying job. But isn't college a place to focus on education? What truly matters? Is it what you know or who you know?
It's way more important who you know than what you know.
Definitely who, by far.
The smartest person in the world can know the most amount of knowledge, but if they don't know people that can help them to utilize that knowledge, they don't know anything truly at the end.
You can always learn how to do something, but you can't always meet the right people.
The job market's definitely a lot more difficult today than it has been in the past. I think knowing people can take you very far, but also how you apply what you learn is the most important thing that you can do for yourself and for your career.
When it comes to networking, the playing field isn't level for all students. Alex Kafka, a senior editor at the Chronicle, recently wrote about how colleges are putting more emphasis on networking as a skill for students to develop, no matter their background.
Students who are from low-income families, first-generation families, might not necessarily have grown up with families at the dinner table talking about connections and career planning and things like that. And so colleges are trying to deliberately bring those topics up in events on campus, extracurricular, co-curricular. And there are also a number of apps and online and AI opportunities that are coming along too that are trying to help students deliberately plan for their networking. Here's, where you need to send out your cover letters, your informational interview queries. Here's when you need to contact alumni. Here's the kinds of questions you might ask them to help students step by step figure out how this is done if they haven't kind of grown up and absorbed some of this networking stuff by osmosis.
Career development officials at the University of Delaware keep social inequities in mind when considering how to reach all of their students.
One of the things I like about UD is it's a microcosm of the United States, right? So you have students that have come from families with a lot of social capital. You have students that come with not a lot. They might be first generation. They maybe don't have any friends or family that went to college before. So they're learning about what does it mean to be in higher ed and what does it mean to build my network and all of that. If you don't have it and you need to build some social capital, we're going to teach you how to do that too. So that when you graduate from here, you can go where you want, do what you want, and have that mindset.
For the University of Delaware, that means taking a proactive approach to getting their career development services in front of students.
I think one of the things that any institution should do, and I think we've done a pretty good job of that here at UD, is taking career readiness outside of the career center. I think it's really important to hit students early, and like I said, from freshman year, and to do it both curricularly and co-curricularly. So it can't just be, oh, this RSO took the initiative to invite the Career Center or to use some of the Career Center resources. It's also the faculty have embedded career and life design into the curriculum so that students are getting exposed to it in their academic classes as well as in socially. They need both. And it's so important because we don't just network in one place. We don't just build relationships in one place. So students don't just learn about the career centers in one place. They need to learn about us. They need to learn about the resources, whether they're, in the Perkins Student Center or, in the science lab.
The university's Career Center even has an online learning module designed to teach students specifically about networking skills.
It helps take the mysteriousness out of what does it mean to network, right? It helps break it down into component parts of, what it is, how to do it, when to do it, where to do it. And it walks students through the components of a good networking / relationship building process. And it gives them opportunities. It shows them how to track their network, how to practice, like where to go, what to do, things like that. And then we do that with videos. We do that with, there's text, of course. And then we do that with some life design mindset encouragement. So I mentioned curiosity. That's a life design mindset, getting curious, being able to ask questions. The idea of radical collaboration and building your network. We talk about those things within the Canvas module so that students learn, okay, this is what I need to think about as I start to build my network. Oh, this is the mindset I need to have to be successful. And then we teach them what that means and how to do it.
In the end, networking can happen in conversations with friends, when you're ordering your morning coffee, at alumni events, and at career fairs. Career development officers can help students identify these kinds of opportunities and how to make the most of them.
If we get students to not think about networking as this static skill I have to build, and it's more of a natural part of who I am and it's in my toolbox, it becomes less arduous, less scary, and easier to do because they realize they're already doing it. And we might help them fine tune it for the sake of professional, like what are the questions you ask, what are the questions you don't ask, things like that. But they already know how to do it. And I think when you take that fear out of it, it makes it easier for them.
So you build your networking muscles. Everyone has trouble with it at the beginning, even the most extroverted people. It's a skill to be learned like any other professional skill, and you just have to kind of slog through it, be deliberate, and you get better.